What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all had a great weekend. Today, I wanted to do a short video about Solana and is Solana the future of crypto? Uh, Personally, I think it'll play at least, at the very least, a big part of it. Uh, and it's evident now. We can see it's one of the biggest cryptos. The volume is going absolutely crazy, and there's more and more coins, tokens, use cases coming to it. And yeah, even right now, after the cool down a little bit of Bitcoin, we can see Solana starting to wake up. And I definitely think there's a lot more action to come for Solana. Before I get into the rest of the video, we're almost at 70 subscribers now, so thank you all for that. And if you haven't already, please leave a like and subscribe. It will enable me to make more content for you, uh, like this video or the last videos. If you like it, please like and subscribe. If you don't, that's fine too. And if you feel like it, leave a comment, ask a question, suggestion, whatever you want. And yeah, let's not waste much more time. Let's get into the video. All right, so here we are at CoinMarketCap, looking at Solana, the monthly. Grab the daily real quick. Lots of volume up and down, but overall, Solana's been doing really, really well. In my eyes, it seems a bit like Solana's waking up, and I mean, market cap wise, it's one of the bigger projects now, but long term, like all my videos, I talk about the long term effects of it. We're thinking about the future. Is Solana the future? Like I said, I think so. I think it'll play a huge part, and it's evident in some news messages I will get to in a little bit. But it's ever since it's came around, it's been used massively. It's super cheap, it's fast. Yes, there have been issues, but every time it's clawed its way back and it's grown. And I used to compare it to AVAX, but where AVAX has been lagging and has dropped back considerably, Solana has basically weathered the storm and continued to grow. So Solana at this point, I think is eventually it'll surpass Ethereum in my eyes. Bitcoin is a very big ask, but uh, for the ease of use, the benefits of Solana itself as opposed to Ethereum, I think Solana makes a lot more sense. And in that case, for me as an investor, means there's a bigger upside potential, especially considering Ethereum is the second biggest crypto at this point in time, and obviously there's room to grow for that as well. But the effect, there has to be a lot more money poured in before we see those effects. So yes, Solana is very big market cap wise already, but for a long term investment, I think Solana is one of the safer ones. I mean, crypto is risky in general, but if I think Solana is one of the safer ones. Uh, but longer term, I see Solana performing well. And let's just grab the chart real quick. Like, we see these huge volume moves now. I do think we're due for a little correction. I obviously I don't know when that will happen, but probably right before we reach the all-time high, or maybe a little bit after we pass it. But I expect to see a big sell-off again, people taking profits, but it's normal as long as we form a new, let's say, high or low. I'm positive Solana is on the path of growth, but I mean, well, it doesn't completely show it. But I mean, the the gains it has been making steadily. I mean, this is for a DCA, like a dollar cost averaging strategy. This is gold. Like, I have been buying around this period, so I have quite some profits. I took a little profit too early, though. Well, not too early. I mean, taking profits is never bad. But yeah, I've been buying here as well, here as well, here as well, here as well. Uh, and a few times throughout these times, I have been buying more. But I took some well-deserved profits around this area. But obviously, we're doing really well. and I think it'll continue this path for quite some time, especially with the rumors of a Solana ETF. Uh, Even we have seen in other videos and in other in times basically that these big ETF announcements, what effect they have on crypto, and the effect I think they will have in the coming future. As more and more ETFs acquire these coins, more and more investors, retail investors, will be involved in it. More money will flow into crypto. It's basically a given at this point. So the sooner I buy more, the sooner I stand to make more money for the future. Um, so this is one of the messages I like. That regular fees of meme coin frenzy returns. Obviously, meme coins long term no go. I don't believe in them in long term. At least not the ones being made now. I mean, Dogecoin, Pepe Coin, they seem to have weathered the storm and be here to stay. But for the ones that do make it, there's hundreds that get rug pulled every day, that crash and burn. People take profits. They end up worthless. But what I do think is a good point is that it brings volume to Solana itself. And with volume usually comes value. So the more money moving around in a certain network, the higher the token goes. I mean, it's used in gas fees. Sometimes it's used for trading. Just like you can trade against Bitcoin pairs, you can trade against Solana pairs as well on some DEX platforms, exchanges, or other trading websites. But all in all, good sign that the volume's there, and especially it's cheap to use. So beginners in crypto will be more likely to trade on Solana than on Ethereum, because we all know that Ethereum gas fees can be crazy at times. Another article I found, is Solana ready for a new all-time high? Of course, I think completely yes. We're already very, very close. So chances are we will hit that tomorrow or the day after. Um, as I do think though that it will be followed by a correction. I don't think it'll. Well, it could shoot up further, but eventually there will be people taking profits. But there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's something we would do. So it also presents us with a chance to buy back in probably cheaper or at a good price. Um, so 172 million on-chain transactions during the U.S. election week, which is insane. I mean, that's obviously the transactions that I mean this could have been transactions worth thousands per transaction, and I'm not even going to begin to count that out of the top of my head, but obviously it's huge amount of money moving on that network. Volume, the volume is good, and yeah, sees unprecedented DEX growth, is a new all-time high in sight. As I said, I think it is. Uh, this article is 6%. I think it's less at the current point. Um, Exceptional on-chain performance, blah blah blah. 70 billion. Well, obviously we went above that even. So I mean, still it's all very good signs. Like people wouldn't be trading on a network, on a smaller network like this. They wouldn't be trading or buying or selling or doing anything on that network or building on that network if they didn't think the network was solid. So I have been saying it for years. Obviously, my YouTube channel doesn't exist for that long, but I have been saying it for years. Solana is here to stay. Solana is, in my eyes, it's future proof. It's one of my favorite cryptos to invest in personally. Um, Here we are back at Coin Codex. And what I like is the previous videos that we did, the previous specials, all those price predictions were super high. Like, in my eyes, super unattainable, especially since this year only has like a month and a half left. In my eyes, it won't do 10x, but that's not what this price is doing. It's predicting we go up a little and then we see a little dip. And obviously, even they will not be able to accurately predict the dip. But what what I like about it is that it's conservative. Like even they have speculated that yes, we will reach a new all-time high, like Bitcoin and others did. Speculation will fuel it, but uh, it has a limit. It has a limit, and considering Bitcoin has been staggering for a little bit now, like we go up, we go down, it's finding its new movements. I think the same will happen to Solana. And considering it's the out of the top of my head, the third biggest crypto, it's not strange to assume that Bitcoin and Ethereum, their charts line up quite quite well. They're almost the same charts, only percentage wise, it's a little different. I think we will see a similar pattern here, uh, but I think the percentages will be magnified again a little bit. So the fact that it's conservative, I like it, and it's higher. So that's good in my opinion. And if we look at the longer terms, like the January minimum price, 240, 240, and then in the newer, in the summer bull run, in the run of next year, we see much higher prices, which is kind of what I'm expecting to happen next year. It'll be the first year of Trump, where Trump is back at the helm as well, with probably a lot better regulation, or uh, regulations which uh, prefer crypto will be instated or reinstated or whatever. But the climate for crypto will improve, and that's something I expect to happen, and that reflects in this price prediction. So yeah, it kind of matches with what I'm expecting, and I also like that it's going to go back down. It's not all up. It is varying, which I think is realistic. If I mean, look at any other crypto, Solana, even itself in the past with its premium all-time high. Once these ultimate all-time highs are achieved, eventually there's big corporations that are going to take profit. They want to see a return on their investments. And once that sell-off begins, they're all going to panic sell. Big sells will happen. Big dips will come. That's the times where I will be buying, and yeah, it can take a long time for it to recover, but eventually we reach that same all-time high again. That's market cycles. This is normal. This will happen, and even if you miss this bull run, or you're you don't have the money to buy, or didn't have the money to buy, you can always catch the next wave. And obviously, as time goes by, these waves will become smaller, because market caps will get bigger, and money from outside will influence it less. But uh, more than a 2x on a coin, I consider one of my permanent holdings completely fine. Even if it takes a while, if it dips, I will start buying more in, and that will 2x on the next run up as well. At that time, obviously, even I will take some profits, but I'm never completely out. So that said, being said, Solana is one of my permanent holdings, and I think 2030 is like a nice goal to aim for, um, especially 2025 to 2030. I think it'll be, I like a nice round number. So 2030 aiming minimum price $600, 600, 800, 900, uh, back to 600. Like, it's cycling. It's like it's a line up. It's not straight. We see peaks, we see valleys. We see peaks, we see valleys, which is completely normal, and it's good. I mean, it enables us to keep buying these cheaper tokens and keep buying in, and it doesn't require a huge investment from us up front. And even if we buy, if we put all our money in now, there's nothing to say that it'll not drop the next day 20%, and we lose 20%, and we'll have to make 40% before we're back at our old level, at our old price level. That's why the dollar cost averaging is so good and so future proof on this, because we get the best average prices. So yeah, big short summary on this one, and even that's the minimum expected prices. I like looking at the minimums, not the highest. I mean, if the worst comes to pass as this, I'm completely fine. I'd be completely happy. I mean, if this happens, obviously, very good as well. But yeah, I'm expecting this, and if this happens, I'm pleasantly surprised, as I think we all will be. So yeah, I've got another one of these price predictions. And yeah, with the NFT market, I'm not big on NFTs. I don't expect much of it to happen. Um, the only times when I liked NFTs was when it was incorporated in like the gaming frenzy we had, when you needed NFTs to play games to make money. That's when I liked NFTs, but I always thought it would be short term. And so far, I've been proven right. I don't know many people that are still in NFTs right now. Um, but yeah, that's kind of, it was to be expected. It was a hype, and maybe they will get a use case in the future, but I have not seen a use case where I'd say, yeah, that I need to own NFTs. Um, so, so this one is very conservative, very low. Yeah, this one, according to Binance, I don't agree with. This is too low. We're higher now, and obviously, I expect us to have a correction, but not like this, not this big. Not unless we see a black swan event again, like Binance going bankrupt, or CZ, I don't know, shouting something, or Elon Musk banning crypto, or Trump trying to ban crypto. That's when I would expect these prices, but not like this. So is Solana a good investment? They're probably. I haven't read this part, but I doubt it. They'd be on it, but I am. And most investors are. Obviously, it's good to read these articles as well, because we don't want to count ourselves rich when obviously these events can and will happen. I mean, nobody saw FTX collapsing, but it did. But that's where the DCA strategy rescues us again, because if we keep buying and lowering our average, like Solana has almost completely recovered from that crash, and it has recovered enough for the people who kept buying it and bought it on the cheap, for those people to be in big profits now. So even then, it's like Solana has weathered the storm in my eyes. Solana will be here to stay. And blocks. Another there's another one. This I always like these ones because these are super bullish, and yeah, for 2030, 1600. I mean, it might, if it happens, it happens. Great. I don't think it will, but yeah, I'm aiming more around the 700, $800 mark tops. But hey, who knows? I hope I'm wrong. I hope it goes higher. And I'm sure you all hope that the same as well. But just to shortly summarize this video we did, Solana overall has weathered several storms, big crypto crashes. People still have faith in it. The network itself has crashed several times, only because of its massive volume. Had that volume occurred on the Ethereum network, it wouldn't have been able to handle it, or people would be paying through their teeth to even get their transactions through. And obviously, there's layer two and layer three solutions to this. But yeah, Solana, I think, has a very good position, a very strong position to increase its use cases over the years, and yeah, to basically grow its user base and its investor base. So with the possible ETFs coming on it as well, there will be millions, billions of dollars worth of money probably invested into it. And yeah, I aim to be one of them, and I am one of them at this point. And yeah, I will slowly increase my position throughout the time. For now, though, it's a bit high. I'm waiting to either take a little profit or wait for a bigger dip. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I personally will keep an eye on Solana. And yeah, it's on the top of my own personal list. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what your interests are, if what you think Solana will do in the next few years. Do you think you need to get out now, or maybe get in now? Absolutely. Just let me know in the comment sections below. And also, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and a subscribe. We're almost at 100 subscribers, and I'd love to be able to close out the year with 100 subscribers under my belt. All right, thanks, guys, and I will see you on the next one.